So my apologies if you came here to get away from being sad, because all I do is sad poetry, and I'm here to be sad and not lonely, so have a microphone. Ironic how my mother unmakes me. No malevolent God, her, but enough misguided benevolence to flood the world, enough selfish love to drown the dove. A child is no ark, but I have carried my mother through her tempest since before I was born, have been a willing Isaac too, ready to spill myself for her salvation. Growing up, strangers would tell me how much I looked like my mother. She made me in her image, and at first this was good, but now I see too much of her in me too much of the time. When I stopped smiling for photos, stopped looking in mirrors, I understood my faith in my maker had gone to rot. Soft wood that let the flood waters in. And what is a deity that demands a sacrifice but cannot control its creation? Human, I suppose, a history of pain perhaps. This poisoned love has roots beyond my mother and will outlive both of us. Somewhere there is an olive branch, solid land, but I cannot find it, or I have stopped looking. Most days I fear nothing so much as being prodigal. I am an atheist towards kinship, yet I cannot bring myself to leave its church. Keep throwing myself at its altar out of habit or fear. Keep praying my mother's name, but each I love you tastes like a litany of Hail Marys, cheap plastic beads rolling off my tongue, as if love could end the flood. Woo! It's 10:26 a.m. and I am not where I'm supposed to be. Curled up in my easy chair, watching shitty TV serials, still in my PJs, which are just the clothes I wore yesterday. Black denim and an oversized death metal shirt by a band I don't even like. I skipped work to stay home alone, told them I was sick, which felt like a lie, but wasn't. The floor holds the evidence, a hazard of beer bottles and their iron caps. I haven't cleaned for weeks. Keep stepping on the metal teeth when I go for another Modelo or to take a piss. I'm drunk enough to admit I leave the trash deliberately, that I'm making opportunities for broken skin, an exit for everything my body holds too tight, its blood or memory, myself. This is how the drinking game works. Keep going until the confessions run dry. Liquor is an odd nurse, I know, and I suppose this isn't healing, but this is how I dance around the grave these days. Someone fooled me once, and then again, no shame on me, but I've been afraid of feeling ever since. I only ever get a good cry in when I'm at least 6 deep, 5 if I haven't slept much, and it's 5 today in case you were counting. And I'm an insomniac unless you say I am. This is alcohol abuse until you point it out, because here's me, the contrarian. Tell me the sun will rise again tomorrow and I'll tell you it won't. Just to spite me, it'll stay set, because the sun is a motherfucker. And that's bullshit, but don't call me on it. The whole point is not to be too rational. Reason is what taught me to bury the feelings before they could hurt me again. But drunk, I become the grave robber, stealing forth the skeleton of everything I've tried to kill inside me. I stack the bones and count them, give each one a name. Sorrow, anger, pain. Keep drinking until I name them honestly. I keep digging with the bottle until the skull is all that's left. There are many names for hollow eyes like these, for smiles filled with razor blades. Sober, I would deploy the gallows humor here, joke and call the empty sockets Smith and Wesson, but I'm drunk enough to name the empty thing depression, to call the blades a death wish. The difference between the bottle and the gun is how long it will take me to end up in the same place. I'm gambling on the bottle, on that extra bit of time. Here are the floors, dressed in what the walls once wore. Here, the walls, barren as the simplest truth will be. I press an index finger into the rotting lath, and a single piece of cement escapes the lattice, beats its small fist against the tired cage as it falls. The wall relinquishes more and more of itself, a growing cascade of knuckles and teeth haunting the frame all the way down until they come to rest among the dead mice and their small droppings. In this way, the walls consume themselves until there are no walls. Nothing to hold up the ceiling with all its heavy, but here it is, all the same, impossible. And what a relief to know the walls were never important, that everything I ever lost faith with was unnecessary, because here I am, New Testament to my own glory, here I am, and isn't that enough?